É isso. Companhia levando susto, é isso, pô. Começou! Começou. Vamos continuar Killer Frequency. Bora! Ai, chat do céu, eu tô com medo. Eu tô com medo. Ai, meu Deus do céu, eu tô com medo. Biazinha separou One Piece pra me ver. Ah, isso é amor.
Amor! Novo chat.
Amor! O que acontece nesse jogo? A gente é radialista. A gente trabalha numa rádio e tem um assassino solta na cidade. E a gente está atendendo por uma série de questões. O 190, né, a linha de emergência, foi redirecionada para a rádio. Então é a gente que está recebendo as ligações de pessoas que estão sendo atacadas por esse serial killer. E a gente tem que salvar as pessoas desse serial killer. Tá? Então, doido à solta. Ué, eu não liguei meu stream closed caption. Como é que eu ligo isso? Eu não sei. Alguém sabe como que liga o closed caption da live? Eu tenho que perguntar pra ler. Oi, Blizzard, tudo bom? Eu tenho que perguntar pro Five Nights at Freddy's versão rádio do bairro.
Amor, faz silêncio aí.
Pode ser.
A Buru é uma boca, ela não avisa vocês, mas eu aviso. Eu roubei o celular dela, eu tô aqui avisando. Ela tá em live, tá, gente? Aquela ali, ó. Ela tá em live, mas ela bocó.
Bom, quem sou eu? A Fátima Bernardes, pro encontro. Vem.
Isso é a Buru.
Tá vendo só? Em tempo real. É o que falhou, era pra ser assim, quer ver, ó? Quem sou eu? Ó, aí
Faz pra
eu
eles.
viro. Que ela faz assim. Entendeu? É a Fátima Bernardes no encontro. Ela
Você
vira,
sabe
faz.
que não é ela
Vem.
faz tempo, né? Agora é aquela menina estranha.
Sempre vai ser com ela. Não importa. Não importa. Ai, deixa eu me ajeitar de novo na cadeira. Ela vira e faz. Mas um pouco menos assustador. Tá, temos ligação. A gente tinha uma ligação. Nessa ligação tinha um grupo de amigos que estava sendo atacado por um serial killer. E aí a gente lembrou que uma dessas pessoas lá era a melhor amiga da estagiária dessa rádio. Então a gente foi lá na mesa da estagiária para poder pegar esse papel, que é um quiz de amizade dela com essa menina, que tem características, coisas que podem ser importantes pra gente poder tentar salvar esse grupo de adolescentes muito loucos. Adolescentes não, jovens adultos inconsequentes. Vamos falar com a Peggy.
Hey, you find anything that'll help us out?
Yeah, I found a friendship quiz with all these kids on it.
If you think that'll help, then good enough.
Vai ajudar.
Carrie's on line 1. Whenever you're ready.
Vamos atender.
Time
Tem que
to turn the
desligar.
music off.
Já
This
desliguei.
is Forrest Nash, back again with an unlucky caller on this unlucky night. Carrie, are you there?
Yes, we've got a plan, but we can't agree on who should do what.
You want me to be the tiebreaker?
Exactly.
I'm ready. What's the first step?
Okay, first things first.
Um
We'll need a
vigia.
spotter, someone who can keep an eye on the killer. We'll need someone on the roof. It's gonna be a hard climb. We're deciding between Heather, Kyle, and Hot David.
David bonito. Tá, quem escalaria o Monte Everest? Seria a Heather, de acordo com este teste. Oi, dona Enya. Tudo bom? Então é a Heather.
Heather's got this.
Yes, Heather, he picked you. Now please, stop talking about all your cheerleading trophies. Part 2. The Whistling Man padlocked the gate back to the road. Before we drive out of here, we need someone to pick the lock.
Destrancar o cadeado.
Seth, Jennifer, and Scott all want to do it.
Nossa, quanta gente. Quem fugiria da cadeia, talvez? Seria a Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Jesus, Jennifer, you carry a
Começou.
monkey?
Sua mãe
Why didn't
ligando.
you say so earlier?
O timing.
Anyway, that brings us to part 3. Getting the van keys.
Pegar as chaves da
I'll
van.
volunteer for this. I don't know Jimmy as well as you guys, so it'll probably be easier that way. Then it's part 4.
Mas aí... Esse plano é ambicioso?
This plan is, well, it's ambitious.
Thank you.
You're doing great. What's the next part?
Part 4, we need someone to lead the whistling man away. We need a fast runner.
Uma isca.
This one, we're trying to decide between... Who was it again? Hot David, Cynthia, and Scott.
Tá. É alguém pra poder ser a isca viva. Pera aí. Não tem um negócio que seja... Ah, tá. Quem passaria sem erros no teste de direção? Quem ganharia um Oscar? Corrida de kart? Não. Quem chegaria às Olimpíadas? Será que é esse? É o... Mas aí pode... É, porque a Heather já foi, né? A gente já escolheu ela. Então é o Hot David. David.
Hot David.
Pô, teria traduzido, tipo, o David Gatão.
You spend a lot
O
of
David
time
Gato.
shirtless. You got this, Hot David. Sweet. Okay, let's recap.
Vigia do
With eyes on the
telhado.
roof, a runner distracts the killer while we
Corredor.
grab the van keys and pick the
Chave.
lock.
E
Now the
destranca.
tricky part. The getaway.
Ooh,
A fuga.
what's the plan there?
Well, we can't all outrun the whistling man. But he thinks we're just a bunch of stupid teens. So...
Oi, sai!
against him. Part 5. We trick the killer into a trap. Someone can pretend to be injured. Who would make the most believable?
Outra isca.
Who
Ah,
you got?
tá. Esse é uma isca de verdade.
Tammy and Cynthia.
Isso seria... Será que é o do Oscar? Não. Será? Oi, Inês, boa tarde. Será que... Eu acho que é pra ser a isca. É. Quem deve atuar para... É o do Oscar. Quem venceria o prêmio não sabe fingir. Mas aí vai dar ruim, né? Tem que ser... Pô, não sabe fingir. Aí a pessoa é ruim pra atuar. Quem ganharia um Oscar aqui? Lisa ou Tammy? Lisa ou Tammy? Lisa ou Tammy? Ganharia o Oscar. Tá, eu vou colocar a Tammy.
Tammy.
Tammy, if you survive this, never do that British accent again. That should take care of the killer. And then it's time to get
Deve ser
out.
pra dirigir agora.
Finally, part 6. We need someone who can drive us through the woods
É.
and back to Gallows Creek alive. Who's our getaway driver? Should it be... Who have we got? Chad, Scott, Cynthia, whatever. Forrest, you know what to do.
Quem ganharia uma corrida de kart? Scott. Não é isso? Scott.
Scott.
I know we all love watching American Skid. Yes, Yeah. Just do what they did in the movie. Thanks, Forrest. We'll just take a few seconds for ourselves, and then it's go time.
Oi, Caio Gomes.
Talk to you in a sec.
Good luck, Carrie.
Ok.
That actually sounded like a pretty good plan.
E agora? Ah, espero que sim.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, let's hope.
E aí eu faço o que agora? Boto música?
Oh, the kids are back already.
Não boto
Line one
música.
again.
Tá bom.
If you're just
Vamos ver se
tuning
deu
in,
certo.
We're coming to you live with a bunch of teens about to flee a madman. Listener discretion is advised. Are you ready, Carrie?
We're good to go, Forrest.
Boa sorte.
Good luck. And Godspeed.
You got this.
Here we go, everyone. Spotter, to the roof. Go, Heather. She's off and away. All right, Renner. Get ready. Wait for the spotter's signal. Spotter says go. Bait. Lockpicker, go.
Oi, Nancy!
Oh, Jimmy. Oh, his face is...
The keys, Carrie. You need to get the van keys.
His face is lying next to him, Forrest. He got caught. Oh, God.
Focus.
Focus. Breathe.
Right. Right. The van keys. We got him. It's... Jennifer got the gate unlocked. And Hot David should be back any second. Perfect. It's working. I can't believe...
Vai dar certo, vai dar certo, vai dar certo.
You're doing great.
Focus. You got this.
We got this. Next step, trap the killer. All right. Bait. Get into position. Everybody else, hide.
Tô tenso.
Okay, performer. Now, act like your life depends on it.
Oh.
There he is. He's buying it. Oh no.
Ah, não. Ah, não. Ah, não.
Damn it! Now, push the bookshelf over. Oh my God! They both went through the floor.
Oi, Tom.
You need to climb down now. We gotta go. She's coming down. And yes, Heather. Quick, everyone to the van. Driver, take the keys. The damn gate swung shut.
Ai, meu Deus.
Huh? What? It won't stay open. I'll hold it. You drive through.
Ai, meu Deus.
Carrie!
Ai, meu
What was
Deus.
that?
It's the whistling man. Drive! Now!
Uh-oh.
Let me go! Let's go!
Ah, meu Deus.
Oh my God.
Please, no!
Acho que deu ruim. Ui.
Carrie?
He just stared at me.
Carrie!
Ah, tá viva. Ela tá viva.
Stared at me. And walked into the woods. I don't understand.
Ué.
Thank God you're okay.
Can you get somewhere safe?
I can make it home. Thank you both for helping. If you hadn't,
It was your plan, Carrie, and it was
Eu
a
acho que deu
great
certo.
plan.
Eu acho que deu certo, chat. Quem é Jane? Vai pra casa.
You get home now, Carrie, before he changes his mind.
Right. I need to get home.
Breathe, Carrie. You're okay now.
I'll call you when I'm somewhere safe.
Pois é, né, Biazinha? Que estranho. Por que o assassino não matou ela?
Folks, that was a lot.
Foi difícil.
Our thoughts go out to the parents whose kids won't make it home tonight. For any kids listening in, please stay inside and stay safe.
And parents, hug your kids extra tight tonight.
Here's a song for the girl walking home in the dark.
A música. Opa. Ai, meu Deus.
Hey, we had a call come in.
Uma chamada.
Forrest Nash here. Listeners, we've got another caller live on 189.16, The Scream. What's on your mind, caller?
Hey, Forrest. I just wanted to phone in and say that I think I speak for everyone when I say that you're providing a
A tremidinha na câmera. Tomei susto.
It's cool what you're doing, man.
Well, I'm just doing my job, friend. Anyway, tell me about yourself. What's your name? Are you keeping safe tonight?
Yeah, man, I'm good, thanks. I'm at my roller rink, trying to get everything
Oi,
ready for the
Paulinha.
Harvest Festival tomorrow. I had a guy from Starling Security here earlier installing the Starling 4000 system, so I'm a little behind. As for my name, my friends call me Roller Ricky, and I now consider you a friend, my man.
I don't allow self-promotion on my show.
I'm sorry.
Sounds like roller skating is more than just a job to you. So is this vocational?
I wasn't always Roller Ricky. Once upon a time, believe it or not, I used to go by just Ricky. Yeah, back then, things were pretty rough. I used to roll with a bad crowd. Not all bad, but there was this one guy. Anyway, some bad stuff went down. I harbored a lot of guilt for a long time and turned to the bottle. I didn't really talk about it or even know how to talk. It's just how it was. That bottle took the best years of my life. Or so I thought.
It's never too late, Roller Ricky.
How did you turn things around?
I joined a support group. I opened up about my problems. Sharing that burden just took so much weight off. It's a long story from there, but I found roller disco. I learned how to have fun again, cutting loose and making shapes. Now whenever I get down, I get down.
Ele fala, né? Fala bastante.
It's important just to talk to somebody. That's the first step. Ain't that right, Max?
Bonitão.
Aw, hello, Max.
Yeah, welcome to the show, Max.
Max is my emotional support dog. He's a rescue dog, but I always say he's the one that rescued me. He's the best dog a guy could ask for. Of course, the first thing I did was teach him how to skate. He's
Meu
better
Deus,
than me
ele
now,
fala
a
muito.
real pro.
Max can skate.
Yeah, man. At first they said it couldn't be done, and then they said it shouldn't be done. But Maxie loves the rink, man. Is that another train, Maxie? Maxie loves trains, man. He's even got that special how to greet them.
Legal.
It sounds like you two make a great pair.
Maxie appreciates all the positivity you're throwing out, my man. You know, I'm actually hosting free skating lessons tomorrow at the festival. I think it's a great opportunity to give back to the community. Man, all this talk of skating's got me itching for a boogie. Before I switch my radio off for the night, could I request a song for us? Something I can groove to, you know, something funky. It'll be me and Maxie's final boogie breakdown tonight.
O último?
And I think we'll take it down a level.
I can do that. Thanks again for calling. You and Max, be safe now, okay?
Bye, Maxie.
You got it, man. Peace.
Well, folks, this next one goes out to Roller Ricky and Max. Enjoy.
Calma aí que eu não escolhi ainda não. Não. Essa aqui. Botei a pior música que tinha pra dançar.
I really needed that that call, you know, after everything.
Yeah, I get that. We talked a bit much for my
Pô,
taste,
que
but
babaca
it
que eu
is
fui.
inspiring to hear somebody come back from the brink like that.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You were thinking about
Que
Max on skates, weren't
babaca,
you?
cara. Eu
Well,
não sabia que a
look
música
at
era
that.
devagar.
Another caller on the line. What are the odds? Better take it.
Deixa eu tirar a
Welcome
música.
back to 189.16, The Scream. This is Forrest Nash. How are you tonight, caller?
I'm doing okay.
A Carrie!
I made it home safe.
Gary!
Hey, I just wanted to thank you for doing what you could earlier. You know, even though not everybody made it, and I don't know.
Hey, it's okay. You were so brave earlier. You're safe now.
Por quê? Por que que ele não atacou ela?
Why he didn't? Why am I?
Why what, Carrie?
Why did he spare me?
É!
After what he did, why let me go?
Ele ficou entediado?
Maybe he got bored. He just didn't feel like it.
He just didn't feel like it? What, he felt like killing my friends and then just got bored when he got to me?
Forrest, not cool.
Eu não sei, cara! Desculpa! Eu nunca...
Let's just get some music on the air.
Yeah, here's some music to clear the air.
Todas as respostas eram ruins.
Hope you enjoy this one as much as I do.
I need to take a break. If you want to stretch your legs, now's the time.
Oi,
Just
Ana
hit the
Lu.
Peggy button when you want to get back on air.
Não tem nada pra fazer aqui, não, ué. Não tem nada, só tem essas bolinhas pra ficar arremessando. Oi, Dani! Oi, Cat, obrigada pelo follow. Eu posso arremessar a cara? Não. Oi, Xpérica, tudo bom? Oi, Tassi, buchinchei, isso aí. Vamos lá.
Let's get going, Peggy.
Alrighty, we could run another segment or... Scratch that, Forrest. We have a caller.
Opa. Foi de 3 pontos. Deixa eu ver se eu faço mais uma. Nossa, essa foi bem ruim.
Caller waiting, Forrest.
Tá, já vai.
Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
You're through to 189.16, The Scream. What's your emergency?
Hello again, Forrest. Oh, that call with the teens was awful. Those poor kids. Still, I'm glad the girl didn't get hurt.
Thanks for your concern. Are you in trouble? What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you again to play my song, Forrest. You said you were gonna play it, but you didn't.
Your name was Dawn, right?
What, Peggy? Yes. Oh, well remembered.
Ah, eu lembro disso, que ela arremessou a música pela janela, não foi?
To play my tune, Forrest. Long Ride Home?
É.
You know, the one that Peggy said she threw outside the window?
I'll play a track for you, Don, but maybe pick another one. We don't exactly have that one in rotation right now.
No, Forrest. You do have it. It's just outside the window.
There's a serial killer on the loose. I can't just go outside hunting for a record.
I'm really sorry, Dawn, but we just can't get it right now.
But wasn't the whistling man just at the old murder house? It's miles from the station. It won't take you a second to grab it.
É.
Call us back tomorrow when this is all over, Don, and I'll gladly play it for you then.
No, that won't do. Don't worry. I think I can bring you around. Forrest, Peggy, I'm calling with more than a request. I know something. I think I know who's gonna be next.
What?
Are you
Yeah?
serious?
Play my song, Forrest, and you'll find out.
Well, folks, here's some music for you.
Eu não
while
quero
I
ter que ir lá
think
fora.
things over.
Cara, tem que ir lá fora. Jailena, obrigada pelo follow. Peraí, cadê a... Ué. Ah, tá, eu tenho que botar a música, é verdade.
You're gonna love this next track. Is she serious, Peggy?
She's serious about hearing that song, that's for sure.
Peggy, I mean, is she serious about...
I don't know, Forrest, but we don't really have a choice, do we? If she's
Ai, meu
telling the
Deus.
truth...
All right, I'll do it.
You're a good man, Forrest.
Ah,
I'll
claro.
slide you the key to the fire door.
Wait. Our fire door has to be unlocked?
Yeah, you know, I never thought about it, but yeah. We should talk to Reggie about that later. Anyway, I'll hold the fort down while you're out.
Tá bom, deixa
Maybe
eu
I'll
sair.
even get a caller. That could be exciting. 189.16, The Scream. With me, Peggy.
Não gostei. Não gostei. Jailena, obrigada pelo sub. Obrigado por fazer um hambúrguer feliz no grupo 1. Que legal. Agora você é um Shiba. Espero que você se divirta e seja bem-vindo à comunidade. E aí? Deve ser isso aqui, né? Não, acho que é lá fora. A estética do jogo é linda, né? Pois é, eu gosto também. Deve ser isso aqui. Ah! A porta não quer que eu saia. Oi! Gil, obrigado pelo follow.
I hope she'll be happy when I'm brutally murdered by the Whistling Man. Out here.
Oh,
In the
cara.
Alone.
Que isso? Eu vou guardar. Ih, tem vários. Tem vários. Isso significa que eu vou precisar disso. Os que eu achar eu vou colocar ali. Ó. Filha da puta!
Outro gato!
Olha, mas não tem uma mãe, tá? Não tem um familiar. Porque um familiar não deixaria ser assim, não. Tá? Não deixaria. Uma família, a família não ia deixar uma coisa dessa, tá?
Which window would she have thrown it out?
Tá? Tomei susto com chaves, velho. Caralho. Eu cheguei e manchei meu óculos aqui, ó. Tá com uma manchinha aqui no meu óculos. Não sei nem como é que eu vou fazer pra tirar essa manchinha aqui agora. Pera aí. Ah lá, assustou a Dona Enya. Tá feliz agora, Tassi? Pera aí. Acho que limpou. Acho que limpou. Que ódio, cara. Que ódio. Olha aqui a bosta do troço aqui.
Here it is.
Essa merda aqui.
Long ride home.
Porra. Isso é coisa de gente sem mãe. Ah lá, ó. Já tô até vendo já que eu vou precisar daquelas porcaria. Ela tava só esperando. Não, ela não vale nada. Não vale. Não vale um centavo isso aí. Não vale um mísero centavo. Tem outro aqui, ó, que eu tinha visto. Ela quase me matou do coração, amor.
Eu ouvi.
Isso é coisa de gente malvada. Manchou,
Of course, it locks behind me.
trancou
And
sozinha.
of course, the key doesn't work on this side. Fantastic. Maybe there's another way back in through the basement. A door, elevator,
Oh, meu
something.
Deus. Oh, meu Deus. Como é que eu vou subir aqui? Eu tô desestabilizada. Ah, vou ter que ligar a energia. É verdade.
And that's broken too. Only the best for K-Fam. Let's see if I can fix this.
Então eu vou precisar
Looks
de
like a
fato
power
disso
issue.
aqui.
I should check the fuse box.
Tá, mas... Kiri, obrigado pelo follow. Ai, ai. Como é que eu vou saber quais são as cores? Isa, obrigada pelo follow também.
Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt around for some new fuses.
É, então. Mas aí, filho, qual era a cor dos fusíveis? Que eu não sei.
Nah, that's not right. Do the fuses add up properly?
Tem a voltagem. Eu nem reparei. Aonde? Kelly, obrigado pelo follow. A5, A30. Na direita. Não, não tem. Deve ser a somatória? Talvez? Deixa eu ver. 55. Talvez tenha que chegar a 70. É. Ok. Ah, tem outra aqui, ó. Vou pegar esse aqui. Ele não corre. Oi, Cat! Tá, vamos lá. Eu posso tirar esse? Posso. Então, peraí. Aqui tem 50. 50, 65, 70.
Bingo!
Foi! Ai, meu Deus. Ai, meu Deus! Tinha aqui também. Ai, meu Deus. Pelo amor de Deus, pelo amor de Deus. Ai.
I could probably survive that fall.
Já vou até olhar se tem coisa por aqui pra eu não ter que ficar voltando nesse show de horrores aqui.
Looks like the janitor's closet. What did Peggy say his name was? Clive?
Caralho! 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 Milena, obrigada pelo follow. Caralho!
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
Eu tô me cagando inteira.
L underline me mandou chat.
Não vou tomar susto agora.
Todo ano ajuda nossos momentos difíceis e por todo carinho conosco. Vocês merecem o mundo.
Ai, Yumi, o áudio passou por cima. Deixa eu ler pra você, peraí. Buru, pra agradecer pela companhia durante todo o ano passado, a ajuda nos momentos difíceis e por todo o carinho conosco. Vocês merecem o mundo. Obrigado pelos beats. Obrigado. Eu que agradeço, Yumi. Vocês são demais. Obrigada mesmo. Ai, caralho. Cara, como assim? Uma chave.
There's a key. I'll just take that.
Escada do porão. Como assim? Eu não... É só isso? De todas as coisas aqui é só isso? Gallows Creek High School, turma de 69. Tá. Jornal. Peraí, tem muita coisa. Festival desastroso. Em 72. Roda gigante se solta deixando 15 feridos. De quem é a culpa? O Festival da Colheita de Gallows Creek foi encerrado mais cedo este ano depois de uma tragédia horas após a abertura. A roda gigante se soltou do suporte e rolou pela cidade. Há uma investigação em andamento, continua na página 12. O médico local Kay Walker recomenda que todos os moradores tomem vacina da gripe. Tá. Tá, é pra... Rebeca. Na minha opinião, Assassino está sendo um ótimo ano. Vaga na equipe da usina elétrica. São lugares que já teve coisa. O antigo capitão de futebol americano de Gallows High sofreu um ferimento que acabou com a sua carreira no desastre do festival do ano passado. Para ajudá-lo a se recuperar, estamos comprando bilhete de loteria para ele, na esperança dele ter sorte e conseguir se reerguer. Não foi piada. Kim Walker e Peter Stein se casaram. Tá. Sindicato de roubo de carros. As prisões foram feitas por... Tá. Vítimas do festival. Justiça. Investigadores culpam 2 engenheiros contratados pela usina elétrica local. Ant Williams e Sean Everett. 5 mortos e 16 feridos após falha no freio do ônibus. Uma tragédia aconteceu em Gallows Creek. Meu Deus, que lugar também! John, obrigado pelo follow. Tá. Aí o garoto lá, o tal do jogador que ficou ferido. São tudo de pessoas da turma de 69. Verdade, Badu Negati. Imóveis de Gallows Creek. Aqui 87. Convenção de saúde. Seu carro está seguro. Xerife Matthews. O Xerife Matthews tá aqui? Não. Mas só alguns estão circulados. Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, Chuck Brody e Ant Williams. Que o Ant Williams, inclusive, estava aqui no negócio da negócio de energia. Aqui, ó. E Sean Everett, que não tá aqui. Posto de gasolina comprado por ex-vencedor na loteria. Tá, eu vou guardar isso daqui. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Filha da puta!
I wonder how the show's going.
Como é que você tá tão tranquilo? Tá super tranquilo. Tá preocupado com o programa. Acabou de encontrar o negócio do negócio. E tá... Eu vou ter um troço aqui. Eu vou ter um negócio. Eu vou ter um negócio. Não vai demorar, não.
Isn't that such a good song, folks? And now for... Jesus, Forrest, you've been gone for ages. I thought something had happened.
Something did happen. Clive, the janitor, might be Clive, the murderer.
What?
I'll start from the beginning. The fire door locked behind me.
Gracinha, obrigada pelos beats. Boa tarde, Buru. Feliz ano novo. Um ano novo. Um ótimo ano com muitas realizações será. Um feliz ano novo é extensivo à fada. Fiquem bem. Obrigado pra você também, Gracinha. Feliz ano novo pra todos nós.
Fair. Alright, let's run through this again. We have a creepy board you found in a creepy basement, made by our creepy janitor, who you think is the creepy whistling man.
Yep.
And on the creepy board are the names Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, and Aunt Williams.
Correct.
And you think one of these people will be the whistling man's, Clive's...
E como é que a Aurora
next target?
sabia
That's
disso?
right. And we've got to find them.
You said there are 4 locations
Oi,
they should go
Joyce.
to.
Tudo
The
bom?
hospital,
Seja
the
bem-vinda.
power station, the gas station, and the trailer park. Clive must think the target is at one of those locations. Forrest, you're gonna have to figure out if any of the potential targets are at one of these locations tonight. Hit the button if you need any help.
Tá, peraí. Moa Flavinha tá dando tchauzinho pra você aqui no fundo da live. Aqui. Dá tchauzinho pra Flavinha.
Eu já dei tchauzinho.
Eu quero que descubro.
Eu sou fundo da sua live agora.
Ah, tá aqui o mural. Você é fundo de live? Isso. Fica aí
As
fazendo
pessoas acham que a gente terminou.
isso. Como é que eu vou descobrir? Como que eu vou descobrir, gente? Kim Walker. Clube de improviso. Car Club. Ah, é pra tocar uma música? Tá. Ah, peraí. É essa daqui. Long Ride Home.
How's it going?
Eu preciso de ajuda.
It's not going well. I could use some help.
Okay, let's review the basics. We need to work out who the next target is. There's 4 locations, right? And 4 people. We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them. There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great. Need any more help?
Não.
I'm good now. Thanks, Peggy.
No problem.
Post-its, tá aqui. A gente não sabe onde a Rebecca vai estar, né? Chuck Brody. Ele tá no Festival da Colheita, provavelmente. Os pequenininhos? Isso aqui? É, tem que tentar adivinhar onde que eles estão. Ó, esse aqui tá no negócio da vacina, então ele deve estar no hospital. Ele deve estar no hospital. Porque é vacina da gripe. Esse aqui... Vaga na equipe da usina elétrica. Power Station, então. Quem comprou o posto de gasolina aqui? Christine Guedes foi vendido a um homem que ganhou na loteria. Pediu anonimato. Então não é a Rebecca. Seria o Chuck. Então. Porque aqui teve problema com... É verdade. O Chuck Brody é o cara que recebeu os dinheiros. Então, ele é rico.
Só.
E o trailer deve ser a Rebecca. A gente tem certeza do Kim, da Kim e do Ant, não é isso? Então vamos ligar para esses dois primeiro. Ligar para o hospital e para o posto de gasolina. Porque os outros não vai ser um chute. Então, mas o próximo alvo... Quem seria o próximo? Tá. Lenda local em Manhattan. Tem 2 Kay Walker. Sim, tem Kim. Tem Kim e Keith Walker. Ah, verdade. É verdade, é verdade. Não é ela. Esse aqui é o médico. É o Keith. Não, se bem que não. Aqui tá... Pera. É, tá no masculino na tradução. Você não leu algo sobre um cara que fracassou em um treco e deram um bilhete de loteria pra ele? É esse aqui, ó. Não é que ele fracassou, não. Ele sofreu um ferimento no festival. Aí, pra ele se recuperar, eles compraram o bilhete da loteria. Aí ele ganhou na loteria. Tá aqui, ó. Esse cara. É esse cara. Ó. Eles são todos conectados. Esse. E esse aqui. É tudo a mesma coisa. Então, ele tá no posto de gasolina. Provavelmente, porque ele comprou um posto de gasolina. Agora, vamos dar uma olhada aqui. Aqui. Trailer à venda. Tem um trailer à venda por 10 mil. Mas aí eu não sei quem é que tá no trailer. Tyler Wallace. O trailer é um mistério. A autora do livro. Autora do livro? Ó, esse aqui... Os investigadores culpam 2 engenheiros contratados pela usina elétrica. Um deles é o Ant Williams. Então ele tá na usina elétrica mesmo. Ele trabalha lá. Então seria isso. Agora falta Kim e Rebecca. Kim. Ela casou com Peter Stein. Peter Stein. A gente viu Peter Stein em alguma coisa? Ó. Não, aqui. Aqui. Peraí. Kay, obrigado pelo follow. O engenheiro... Ó, participação especial do convidado misterioso. O engenheiro sênior responsável pelo desastre do festival. Então ele tá na convenção de saúde. Ele não tá na usina. Ele tá aqui. Calma aí. Não, eu peguei o bilhetinho errado. Não, peguei certo. Ele tá no hospital. Ele é o participante lá, o convidado. Agora, Peter. Opa, toma água. Ladra de carros? Ah, é verdade. Deixa eu ver. O Peter morreu. Verdade. O Peter morreu. Se o Peter morreu, será que ela... Será que ela estaria comprando... Ela morreu? Ah, é, senhora Kay Stein, é verdade, ela trocou de sobrenome. É verdade, ela morreu. Ela morreu. Rebecca. A Rebecca a gente não sabe nada. Pera, ela era do clube de carros. Será que isso quer dizer alguma coisa? O informante que pediu anonimato será chamado de R.A. Rebecca Allen. Parabéns para Rebecca Allen. Sindicato do crime apreendido, encerramento de operação criminosa. Informante ganha liberdade. Tudo bem, mas ela ganhou liberdade, mas ela tá aonde? Ela que tá vendendo trailer? Por quê? Cansei de ser uma celebridade local. As pessoas me tratam muito mal. Só roubei uns carros. Foi por isso. Bom, então só restou... Eu acho que seria Ant Williams. Porque ele tá nessa negócio de saúde aqui, ó. Dia 1º, no domingo, 6 de setembro. Não é. Não é ele, então. Hoje é dia 3 ainda. Caramba, ninguém encaixa em lugar nenhum. Seria então o Chuck. Só pode ser ele. Mas por que ele estaria no posto de gasolina? Seria da Rebecca. Mas será que ela foi embora da cidade? É de 1 a 6. É de 1 a 6? Eu não reparei. Ah, é, do dia 1º ao dia 6, então ele tá lá. Ele tá lá, é verdade. Tá, eu ligaria pro hospital, então. O que vocês acham? Meus colegas detetives. Ligamos pro hospital? Eu acho que o Chuck foi vítima. Não sei se ele foi vítima. Vamos no hospital.
How's it going?
Tô pronto.
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at
A gente
this.
só tem uma chance. Ele sofreu um acidente. Ah, tá. Sim. É, ele foi o quarterback que sofreu um acidente e tudo mais. E que comprou um posto de gasolina. E aí a gente tem o Ant Williams que tá no hospital dando fazendo essa participação especial aqui na convenção de saúde. Eu tô querendo ligar pra ele. Não sei se eu ligaria pra ele ou se eu ligaria pro cara que tá no posto de gasolina, porque nada me diz que ele tá no posto de gasolina nesse horário. Entendeu? Eu não sei se ele tá agora lá. Eu também não sei se o cara do hospital tá lá agora. É difícil. Geralmente essas convenções não vão até 2 horas da manhã. O que é que vocês acham? Eu ligo pro posto de gasolina ou pro hospital? Pra qual vocês ligariam? Eu vou com vocês, chat. Posto de gasolina funciona 24 horas. Hospital também. Hospital. Ok, então.
I'm sure. Let's
Hospital.
do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
O alvo, se for o hospital, é o Ant.
Aunt Williams.
And where will I find them?
O hospital.
The hospital.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment. Forrest, I'm through to the hospital, but they say there isn't anyone by that name there.
What?
Ah,
Then
não.
who? Jesus!
It sounds like something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Posto de
My
gasolina.
God. The call board, one moment. Forrest, I'm getting so many calls. Just let me... I'm gonna take us off air for a moment.
Ai, meu Deus. O posto de gasolina.
What's happening in there? Peggy.
I'm back. He blew up the gas station, Forrest.
Okay.
I spoke to the fire department and the hospital. The fire department is useless now, as you know. And, the hospital's only ambulance was at the gas station.
Nossa.
Forrest, you've got to say something on the radio. You have to tell the town. I'm putting us back on air. Now.
Que merda, cara.
Gallows Creek. I don't know how to tell you this, but the gas station's been bombed.
Please, everyone, stay safe.
Matamos
Stay inside.
mais uma.
And, just bring us into some music, Forrest.
Nossa, que frase infeliz a de
Here's
baixo.
some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16, The Stream.
Nossa.
A classic backed by popular demand. This is Long Ride Home by the Barn Finds.
Jorge, obrigado pelo follow. Caramba. E agora?
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me,
Por
right?
que ela não desce?
Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
Ah, cara, eu vou ter que descer de novo. Ah, cara. Mas já peguei tudo já. Cara. Por que, cara? Por quê?
So many locked doors, so few keys.
É onde? Eu tô perdida. Ah, cara. Tá, eu tô aqui.
A key? Was this always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Que chave? Ah! Uai? Do porão? A chave do porão? É essa aqui, será? Parou a música. Parou a música. Parou o caralho da música.
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling.
Caralho, vai tomar no seu cu.
Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Que é isso?
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps, find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait, George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Ah, cara. Eu não tô conseguindo entender o que é isso. Não sei. Não sei, cara. Não entendi. Vocês entenderam? Não é esse mapa, eu acho. Uma porta? Tem uma porta. Claro que tem uma porta. Puta que me pariu. Ai, caralho. Laura, obrigado por fazer um buru feliz. Obrigada pelos 15 meses.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation.
Que susto.
Subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That
Porra, esses barulhos... A fada tá me matando!
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Isso aqui... Será que isso é importante? Tá, aqui ele me deixou com essa foto e... Ah, tá. Que isso?
This looks useful.
Um relatório. Tá bom, Guinho, vai lá. Às 4h foi recebida uma ligação de uma corredora, senhorita Sandra Sharp, relatando que o corpo foi encontrado à margem da represa. Tá. Vocês acham que eu vou precisar disso daqui que tá na minha mão? Esse livro? Ele tem uns códigos. Que eu vou deixar só aquele papel ali, então. É porque eu só posso carregar duas coisas só. Deixa eu aumentar o brilho do meu monitor. Aí. Eu tô jogando num escuro muito mais escuro do que vocês estão achando aí. Tá, eu achei uma...
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Eu acho que eu encontrei uma fita antes da outra. Vai, gente. Mas que caralho. Eu passei por uma? Vocês viram? Aonde? Ah, aqui.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no
Achei.
signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Mas aqui ele não dá mais nenhuma foto, né? Não. Esse jogo, ele fecha a porta depois, ó. Presta atenção. Daí, você esquece que ele fecha. E aí ele faz o barulhinho. Ah, não. O desenho é porque eu vou encontrar uma fita pra poder tocar. É de um toca-fitas mesmo.
Vai tomar água, Buru.
Vou tomar.
Vai tomar água. Não toma um copo d'água. Parece um camelo atravessando o deserto do Saara. Vai tomar água.
Vou tomar. Peraí. Deixa eu ver isso aqui primeiro.
Now this has to be important.
George Barrow. 18 anos de idade. Ah, isso aqui é... Peraí.
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. That recording.
Que voz é essa, cara? Aí, ó, o barulhinho da porta, tá vendo? Deixa eu tomar água. Tomei. Tomei.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. That I can, I don't know, do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say, that I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the hell?
Que?
Peggy is not gonna believe this. Ooh, a new
Disso.
vinyl for my collection.
Tá, peraí. A causa da morte foi definida como afogamento devido aos sinais de asfixia. Tá. Foram encontrados ferimentos nas juntas das mãos, provavelmente causados por brigas anteriores. Condizem com o histórico agressivo conhecido da vítima, o George. Não foram encontrados outros ferimentos. De acordo com o legista, não há sinais de crime. Além disso, os resultados preliminares do exame toxicológico indicam que o falecido tinha alto teor de álcool no sangue. Ele foi nadar enquanto estava bêbado e se afogou. Tá. E nesse outro aqui? É o BO. É o chamado. Tá. Então, na fita fala outra coisa. Então, o que tá no BO não. Como é que chama? Na autópsia, no documento da autópsia. E o que tá na fita são coisas completamente, não completamente, mas diferentes.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape that talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees
Aí,
and
ó.
bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know, and I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
Faz
On
sentido.
the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier. When we had to call the takeout.
Aurora.
Wasn't her name Virginia?
Virginia?
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on.
Eu achei que poderia ser a
I found
Aurora.
a tape that introduces a new detail to the story.
Não lembrava da
Post-mortem
Virginia
injury.
ter ligado, não.
Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it when the police collected his body, I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Caramba, o troço é muito
What's
mais
strange about
denso.
that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right? But there's no forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible.
Caramba, tá tudo
I did
errado.
a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests.
E foi jogado em outro lugar.
Sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive?
Ou ela é a
Once we're
próxima.
done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Sim.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
Nick, obrigado pelo follow.
Recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the Whistling Man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them. Ugh, why didn't he just come out with all of this?
He said
foi meio creepy, né?
If he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd killed all those people. Do you think you found everything?
I think so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
Caramba. Subimos.
God, you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really, how are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
Beats me. But we gotta do it and we're going to.
Oh, you're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line.
Beleza.
When you're ready, shut the music off.
A música tá tocando tem 300 horas aqui, né? Agora essa menina vai pedir nunca mais a música.
Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Será que a Virginia foi de base?
Bunker here. Who's this? Is it you? Goose.
Plunker, hey, it's the radio man, Forrest Nash.
Radio man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, radio man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
Don't be sorry. You've been through a lot.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Virginia.
I thought I was. I thought...
Easy. We're not calling to talk about earlier.
Se a gente tivesse errado, ela teria morrido, né? A gente não estaria ligando pra ela agora.
Why this is happening tonight?
Me? What would I know?
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
Why are you so certain Clive's the whistling man?
Because all those years ago,
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest well...
And we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them, and we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said, and that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me.
You have to understand. She needed me.
We understand.
Ok.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia.
Caramba.
So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details?
Eu sei lá.
Well, we know Sandra was involved in George's death. Do you want to call her?
I do.
Vamos ligar pra Sandra.
Alright, but before we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Yeah, we need to ask her about finding the body. She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out soon. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her. Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
Alright, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio.
Quem tá no estúdio de jazz às 3 horas da manhã?
Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who is this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash of 189.16, The Stream. And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything you asked.
Impressionante, né? Se tivesse morrido a galera, a gente não tinha conseguido nada dessas coisas aqui.
Do you know why the Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! As far as I could tell, he was just a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He'd have chased after anybody.
Right. Well, we think he might be chasing specific people. People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Sandra, we know you found George's body. We have the police report.
I don't know what you mean.
It's okay, Sandra. We know.
You do? You know about?
Yes. Of course.
This studio is my life. After I found the body in the river, I couldn't lose my studio. Do you understand?
Sure. I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet. And everything would be okay.
Quem era ele?
Sandra? Who was he?
He said if I told everyone I found the kid in the reservoir instead of the river, I'm sorry. I can't do this.
And she's gone. I don't think that could have gone any better. You truly did great, Forrest.
Well, folks, if anyone out there has any thoughts on what's going on tonight, please call in.
That's good timing. We've got a call waiting just this second.
Opa. Bora.
Welcome to 189.16, The Stream, with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Forrest. I know this is really out of the blue with everything happening tonight, but I wondered if you could send a special birthday message to my uncle.
Sim.
You know what? I'd welcome a change of pace. I'd be glad to.
Thank you, Forrest. He's my Uncle Ronnie. His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name. But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, can you believe it? Folks always called him Pepper.
Thanks for the history.
Peppy.
Is there anything besides happy birthday you'd like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my God, damn it!
We can get the best birthday deals and party packages here at Party.
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us!
Sorry, Forrest. Let's just move on. We've already got another caller on the line.
Filho da puta.
This is 189.16, The Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller. Caller. Ponty.
Ponty! Always delivers! Come rain or sleet or whistling man, we'll be there!
Quer saber? Eu comeria uma pizza lá.
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay? Forrest?
I hope the whistling man gets in with his own pizza.
Opa!
Jesus, Forrest?
Pesado, pesado.
That was
pesado.
That was too much.
It's okay. It's been a high-stress night. Don't worry about him anymore, okay? Not for tonight, anyway. I think he's spent for now. We've got another call, whenever you're ready.
Tá, antes de eu atender a outra ligação, eu vou ao banheiro, chat. Eu preciso fazer pipizinho. Espera aí que eu vou botar vocês na tela aqui. E eu já venho, tá bom? Vocês estão dançandinho. Vocês estão dançandinho, é isso mesmo. É. Seus fofinhos. Deixa eu me ajeitar. Ah, vocês são muito bonitinhos. Ah, dei susto em vocês. Dei, foi. É. Ah, entendi. Oi, miau. 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 Chat, miau. Vem cá. Miau. Ai, que gatinho bonitinho. Olha como é que ela me ama. Olha como é que ela aceita o carinho. É, olha como é que ela quer. Pronto. Miau. Gatinho. Foi Mimi. Ela foi se ajeitar pra Mimi. Continuar. A gente tem a ligação.
Folks, don't spend your money at Pawnee's Pizza. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Moving along, I'd like to welcome another caller to 189.16 The Scream. With me, Forrest Nash. Who may I say is calling?
Well, hello again, Forrest.
Don. Don? We played your song, Long Ride Home. Did you hear it? Can you tell us?
Never mind that now. First, I'm calling because I need your help.
Are you in danger?
I sure am.
Do you mean...
Yes, he's after me now.
You?
I think so. He must have heard me on the radio helping you.
Helping? You didn't exactly help.
Maybe I've been helping more than you know. I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next, after Chuck.
And what happened?
And I started to feel like I was being followed. I came back to my apartment building, but this newfangled security system has me locked out.
Ah, eu vou ter que voltar lá embaixo.
Help me get inside.
Eu vou ter que voltar lá embaixo.
Can you go somewhere else?
Home is the safest place I can be. Please, the front gate requires an entry code to open. I need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in? Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the new Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park. But I doubt any of your listeners live there. I don't have many neighbors.
Sounds like a prime piece of real estate.
The sound really carries at night. Shit.
É o cachorro. Ah! O cara! O cara que tem o cachorro!
Is that a neighbor's dog?
Yes, it is. Boy, I wish he'd muzzle that thing and... Oh. And now he's blasting David Scopo out of his window. This night can't get any...
Será que é o cachorro daquele cara? O cara muito empolgado?
Down the street. I don't think he's seen me yet. Forrest, please. I need your help. I need the code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
What's your neighbor's name?
I don't know my neighbors, remember? Please, I need to get in.
Can you get your neighbor's attention?
That the whistling man will see me, Forrest. I can't do that.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box that says...
Eu vou ter que ir lá embaixo.
Starling Security 4000. There's a keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
Starling Security 4000, huh?
That's right. Very newly installed. I need the key code before the whistling man gets me.
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, Don.
Thank you, Forrest. I knew I could count on you.
Não gosto dessa
I'll
menina.
sit out of sight. Call me back soon.
All right, folks. Here's a little tune for you all to enjoy while I try to break Dawn into her apartment. Coming up for your listening pleasure, it's Caged Tiger with their single, One Last Goodbye. You were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something...
Yeah, it wasn't just you. Something was weird about that.
Yeah. Well, tell you what. We have a Starling 4000, or whatever, here at KFAM. Clive bought one for the station. Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure who. But to help someone.
Ah, cara.
Okay, so she's locked out of the Woodside Apartments, and somewhere, Clive probably has the papers for the Starling 4000.
Tinha que ter largado lá, né? Ryan, obrigado pelo follow. Era aqui? Era aqui, né? Eu acho que eu deixei aqui.
Starling 4000 user manual. Ah, these codes should come in handy.
Eu já ligo aqui ou eu subo? É, eu só subo. Essa mulher não saiu da sala dela um minuto hoje. Eu me caguei inteira.
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
The Starling 4000 security manual. It's got a bunch of codes.
Good. And did you find anything else?
Nothing, except the manual.
All right. Well, I'll get Dom back on the line then, Forrest. I'll let you take it from here.
Thanks, Peggy.
When you're ready, shut the music off.
Tá. Código de atendimento de manutenção. Código de acesso. Deve ser esse, né? Calma, você falou quando eu estivesse pronta. Para de me apressar.
Line 1, whenever you're ready.
Mas Shelly Gamer, obrigado pelo follow.
Don, are you there? This is Forrest Nash from 189.16, The Scream.
Oh, thank God you're back. I'm so afraid. What's the code to the gate?
Tá. Códigos de acesso. Tem mais coisa? Não. Tem muito código. Suponho que seja o 715914. Ativação. Código de acesso.
The code is 715914.
Thank you, Forrest.
Forrest, what did we do?
Caralho! Puta merda.
I don't know, actually. Guess we'll find out.
Forrest, there's another call coming in.
Evening, caller. You're live on...
Forrest! The psycho's somewhere in the roller rink, dude. I just saw a shadow. Goddamn, how do you even get in?
É o cara do cachorro.
You've gotta help me, man.
Forrest.
Maxie, no! Come back. I can't find my rifle, man. I don't want to hurt anybody, but I can't let anything happen to... Maxie! No, Maxie!
Não.
You didn't do anything wrong.
Não. Não.
Thanks again, Forrest.
Oh, God, poor Ricky.
Okay, Gallows Creek, here's some music while we process what just happened.
Capitão, obrigada pelo follow. Ah, cara, não. O doguinho não. O doguinho não, cara. Marcelo, obrigada pelo follow.
So, the whistling man is a woman?
I know. I can't believe it.
She called up. You spoke to her multiple times.
Ela não era normal.
I thought she was just regular Gallows Creek strange.
Really, Forrest? Why do you think she requested that song?
To get me outside?
Maybe, but how? She didn't know the song was outside to start with.
That's right. She never actually attacked me out there.
So? What now?
I guess I should make an announcement. We do have new info.
Okay, kill the music and you can make the announcement. Okay, you're live in 3, 2...
Hey folks, this is Forrest Nash here. I hope you're all safely locked inside. For those of you listening to that last call, you might be wondering what to make of it all. Here's our take. We now believe the killer is actually a woman. One who might manipulate you into letting her in before she attacks you. We're neighbors. Look out for each other and stay safe. The killer was calling themselves Dawn. This could be a fake name. If anyone needs help or you have info on the killer, please call in. You folks have my new number, right? It's 911. Hopefully, our next caller can help shed some light on our killer.
Tem uma chamada nova?
Hey, we had a call come in.
Okay, folks, time to take a call.
Vamos lá. Cara, que raiva, eu não acredito nisso. Eu tô muito triste.
Hit the button. We have a caller.
Calma, pega, eu tô processando.
You're through to Forrest Nash on 189.16, The Scream.
Hey, man.
Murphy?
Damn straight.
What's going on, Murphy? You in danger again?
Nah, man. I've just been listening to the show here at home. And since you asked folks to call in if they could help out, well, I'm calling. I don't know if I can say as much as other folks have, but I figure I wouldn't be a good role model to Fernando if I didn't try to help, you know?
We really appreciate that.
100%. Thank you, Murphy.
Oh, thanks. So, what do you want to know?
Huh?
Well, what can you tell us?
I don't know, really.
All right. Well, do you know anything about the death of George Barrow?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. What about the killer herself?
Herself? Man, I didn't get my ass kicked by a lady. The man I went toe-to-toe with was a man.
You heard the last call, right, Murphy?
Yep.
So you know it's a woman, and you were trained by a VHS, Murphy.
I know, but... Man, how could it have been a woman under that mask?
Let's just move on. Do you know anything about the history of the Whistling Man?
No, sir. Tonight's the first time
ajudou
I ever
muito.
heard of him.
What?
I moved here 3 years ago, man. What do you want from me?
Hey, man, no worries. Just thank you for trying.
Right. Sorry I couldn't help you all more, man. Now, if you'd have asked me about gators...
Forrest, we have a call coming in.
Sorry, Murphy. I think that's all we've got time for right now.
All right. I'll catch y'all with the gator talk later. Night.
Well, folks, that was a bust. But perhaps
beleza de ligação. Maravilha.
More they can tell us. Let's find out.
Pera aí que deixa eu ver aqui. Comentário da Tassi fazendo piada. Se fosse homem, eu não teria sido enganada. Por quê? Porque você acha que eu sou enganada por mulheres? Sim, facilmente. É. Oh, fiz 14 cestas. Mas Shelly Gamer, obrigado pelo sub. Obrigado por fazer um Buru feliz. Você agora é um Shiba. Seja bem-vindo, bem-vinda, bem-vinde aqui. Espero que você se divirta muito aqui na comunidade. Ah, sai fora, tá? Sai daqui, você já me deu susto, tá aí me zoando. Ah, palhaçada, eu vou atender minha ligação aqui, vocês me dão um minuto aí.
This is Forrest Nash and you're listening.
Please help me. My name is Casey Moore. I'm at 25 Nancy Drive. My best friend's been stabbed. He's bleeding everywhere. I don't know what to do. Please help me.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's been stabbed? Can you tell me what happened?
We'd been out at the reservoir. We were heading back to his place when we heard this whistling all of a sudden. He just started freaking out. He screamed at me, told me to hide. I'd never seen him like that, and I just panicked and ran and hid in a bush.
Oh no. Forrest.
Then what happened?
He went up the road and talked to someone. I couldn't really hear or see anything. It sounded like he might have known the person, and they just stabbed him.
Casey, was he talking to a woman?
I don't know. They had a mask and wore all black. That's all I know. Please, we need help here.
I'll get you help, but I need to know. Where did the masked person go?
They left. They left him to bleed out. I waited until they were gone, then dragged him into the garage and called 911.
Wait, why didn't she make sure he was dead?
I don't know. I think I heard them say something like, "It's not so funny now, is it?" before they left, but please, he needs to get to the hospital. I can't drive, so we need an ambulance.
Forrest, the ambulance was destroyed in the explosion at the gas station. You should get all the info you can.
Qual o nome?
What's your friend's name, Casey?
It's Jason Parker.
Can you tell us where Jason was stabbed?
They stabbed him in the stomach, and then stabbed him again in his leg when he was on the ground, and it's... Oh, the knife is still there in his leg.
We'll be right back. Peggy, patch us through to the hospital.
On it. Phoning St. Gabriel's now. Switch to line 2.
Hello, St. Gabriel's Hospital. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Forrest Nash from 189.16. We have a stab victim at 25 Nancy Drive named Jason Parker. He's been stabbed in the stomach and the leg. He's bleeding heavily.
Oh God, I'm sorry. But the ambulance is, well, you know.
I know, but please, we need something or he's going to die.
Forrest, listen, you're going to have to get him here.
Eu?
We need to see him and we can't get there ourselves right now.
We don't have any way to drive him right now. And even if we did, he's bleeding out fast.
All right, listen. We need to buy him time to get here. That means stopping the blood first and then finding someone to stabilize him. To stabilize him, you really need someone with first aid training. Do either of you have any?
No.
Me neither.
Damn it. I'm really sorry about this, but I have other patients who can't wait. All I can do is talk you through the procedure as quick as I can, and then leave the rest to you. You think you can handle that?
We don't really have much choice. Hit me.
Okay, from the top. If he's bleeding out, then you need to get him comfortable and try to stem the bleeding. Lay him down. Apply continuous pressure directly to the affected areas. When the bleeding slows, get a clean cloth of some kind and hold it over the wounds.
Get them comfortable. Apply pressure.
Ai, meu Deus, isso vai sobrar pra mim?
Got it, I think.
You said he was stabbed, right? If the object he was stabbed with is still in him, don't take it out. It's stopping the worst of the bleeding right now. If anything, you should secure it so it stays where it is.
I wouldn't have thought of that. It makes sense, though. God, that was a lot of info.
Okay.
But I think we can handle this.
Glad you got it so far, because there's more to go.
Ai, meu Deus.
I'm still with you, Doc. What else do we need to know?
If he's lost a lot of blood, he may enter shock. If he does, act fast. If you applied a cloth and it's bleeding through, don't remove it. Just apply another on top of it. If it's safe, elevate his legs to get blood circulating to his vital organs. Try to keep him warm. Get him to rest and reassure him. We need the patient to stay calm.
All right. Don't replace bandages. Elevate his legs. Keep him warm and calm. This is a lot.
I'm really sorry. That's as much as I can give you right now.
Okay.
Try to stop the bleeding. Find someone to get him stabilized and get him here as quick as you can. Good luck.
All right, Forrest. Casey's still on line 1.
Tiago, obrigado pelo follow. Ai, meu Deus.
Hello? Hello? Forrest, are you there?
I'm here. How is Jason doing?
Badly. He's still bleeding.
Tá sangrando.
I need help. I've been putting pressure on his stomach wound since you left.
Isso.
But he's still bleeding. I don't know what to do.
That's good, Casey. The nurse said to do that.
What about the knife in his leg?
Deixa lá, deixa lá.
Hell, should I pull it out?
Não toque na faca.
No, don't touch the knife. The bleeding will get worse if you pull it out.
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making suggestions.
No, don't worry, Casey. We're a team here. We're all going to get Jason through this. Casey, is his leg wound bleeding right now?
I hate looking at that knife. Yeah. It's bleeding. His stomach is worse, though.
Não, tem que deixar a faca. Deixa a faca quieta. Ou... Deixa a faca quieta. Ela não vai mexer na faca.
All right. I think we need to leave that knife alone.
All right. I'll just keep putting pressure on his stomach for now.
Forrest, can I have a word?
Casey, I'm going to have a quick word with Peggy. Keep putting that pressure on and let us know when the bleeding is under control. You're doing great.
But what if something happens?
We'll still be here. Just shout if you need anything, and we'll be there. I promise.
Okay. I'll wait. Jason, please be okay.
What's up, Peggy?
We can't stay on the line with her all night. Dawn is still out there. What if other people need us?
You're right.
Eu não vou lá, não.
She's probably on her way to her next target right now.
Exactly. And you heard the nurse. We need someone there with training who can stabilize him. He's got to get to the hospital somehow.
Any suggestions, Peggy?
I might. A little before you started working here, KFAM did a mandatory first aid training course. Me and Karen missed it because we were away on a producer getaway.
You skipped it, didn't you? Never mind. So, how does KFAM's first aid course help us?
Casey said they're at 25 Nancy Drive, right?
Yeah? Why?
They put up a bunch of cheap houses around there about 10 years ago. So a bunch of people here at the station live around there.
Do you think any of them could help Casey and Jason?
Probably, but I don't know who lives there. And since I missed the training day, I don't know who knows first aid.
Could you call them and ask?
I don't know everybody's numbers. I've only ever called Karen. Everybody's personnel info is probably in Reggie's office.
Got it. I'll look through their files in Reggie's office. It's a life or death situation. I'm sure they won't mind.
Right. But there are a couple of problems with that.
Go on.
It's sensitive information, so Reggie probably locked it in his safe.
Great. Do you have any idea what the combo for the safe could be?
Not a clue. Reggie's a serial note taker, though. Maybe something in his office will give it away. Right. There is something
Meu Deus.
else.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Have you ever heard, the future is floppy?
Peggy, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about floppy disks. Floppy disks are like these futuristic things that have information on them. You put them in a computer and they do something.
Peggy, I know what a floppy disk is.
Anyway, Reggie decided that the future is floppy and started phasing out our physical records and replacing them with these floppy disks. I imagine it's the same for our personnel files.
That's good to know. Since we haven't heard anything from Casey, I'm guessing Jason's okay for now. I'll check out Reggie's office and see what I can find.
You'll need a key for that. I'll just slide it under my door now.
Thanks, Peggy.
Cara, por que ela não vai? Por que ela não vai?
Good. I'll patch my mic down to the office, so you'll hear me over the intercom.
Tá bom, eu posso ir agora?
Locked tight.
Mas qual é o escritório do Red? Você sabe onde que fica o escritório do Red? Ah, deve ser esse aqui. Ok. Tá. Ele gosta de senhas, de anotar coisas. Ah, o Red concluiu o troço lá. Ok.
Looks like I need a 4-digit code.
Tá. Não é isso. Se estiver lendo isso, para de roubar minhas anotações. Opa!
Could this be it?
Um entregador de pizza que mata com um cortador de pizza. Vou deixar as fatias em vocês. É que ele nunca tem pizza. O que aconteceu com o entregador original? Mas ele possa aparecer no final e começar a namorar a sobrevivente. O protagonista é uma estudante universitária chamada Mega. Acontece no dia 11/7, uma data importante. O cara tá escrevendo. Fechar parceria com a Pontos Pizza. Entendi. Acho que não. Isso aqui. Não. 11/07 pode ser? Aqui não dá pra mexer. Machado pra sempre. Escrever documento de apresentação. Bom título. Trazer de volta o protagonista original e vilão. Ele gosta de escrever, né? Data muito importante. 11/7.
Nice.
Beleza. Ah! Entendi. Arquivo pessoal. Nossa, vou ter que ver de todo mundo. Que barulho foi esse? Brad e Bárbara perderam a maior parte da aula de primeiros socorros, então Bradley não adianta. Nem a Bárbara. A Peggy.
Hey, Peggy. I think Reggie's on to you and Karen. Maybe don't bring those little drink umbrellas into work for a while.
What? Why are you reading my file? You need to find someone who can help Casey. We already know I can't. Don't waste time.
you're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus on possible candidates. I can do the
Karen.
rest of this later.
A Karen era outra que não coisou, né? John. Se recusou a aprender primeiros socorros no treinamento, então John também não adianta. Só inútil. A Bárbara também não coisou, então vai ser eu?
Get a load of this, Peggy. Apparently, I'm a lone wolf type.
Forrest, what are you doing? We don't have time for this. We have a man literally dying on the line, and you're more interested in you.
You're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus
Pera.
on possible candidates.
O John é médico militar?
Both. We're in a hurry.
Pera aí. Thaís, obrigado pelo follow. Ah, médico militar, é verdade. Tá, então é o John. John Hedges.
Hey, Peggy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did you find what we need?
Se concentra, Bárbara. Perdão.
I think I know who our best bet is to help Casey and Jason.
All right, good work. Who should I... Hello? Is anybody there?
Meu Deus.
Please pick up.
Casey, I'm here. What's wrong?
Jason started going pale. I tried to get him to rest, but he just threw up everywhere. What's happening? What do I do?
Ele vai entrar em choque.
God, it sounds like he's going into shock. Casey, just stay calm. It's going to be okay.
But the bleeding seemed to slow down. Did I mess up? Jason, I'm sorry.
Casey, calm down. You've done everything right. I need you to listen to me, okay? For Jason.
What did the nurse say to do about shock?
Eleve os ferimentos? Não, leve as pernas.
Casey, I need you to elevate Jason's legs. We need to get the blood flowing to his vital organs.
Got it. Jason, stay with me. I'm just gonna move you. This might hurt. Okay. I propped his legs up on some boxes. I'm looking at my notes. We need to get Jason as warm and comfortable as possible. Do you have anything you could use nearby, Casey? Yeah. I still have some laundry next to me. I'll wrap him in some blankets. Just give me a second. Sorry. Sorry. I'm done. You're gonna be okay, Jason. Just relax now, okay? I'm scared. He's not doing well. Is he gonna...
Casey, I need you to be strong for Jason. Sit with him and reassure him that everything's going to be okay. Okay?
Okay. Please. I can't give him what he needs. Please, help. I can't lose him. All right, Forrest. We need to hurry.
Jesus.
Jason doesn't sound like
É o
he's doing
John.
too well.
Tá, o John. Liga pro John.
Who to call earlier? Who was it?
John Hedges.
We need to call John Hedges. He lives on Nancy Drive. He didn't really participate in the first aid training, but he's a former war medic. He's probably the most trained person we have.
Really? I never really spoke to him before. A war medic, huh?
Yeah, and according to Reggie's notes, John keeps all of his old equipment at his house. He's something of a hoarder.
All right. What's his number?
5420735.
Calling now. Let's hope he picks...
Who the hell is this calling me? What time is it?
John, it's Forrest Nash here at K-Fam. We have an emergency and we need your help.
Forrest, if this is a work emergency, then it can wait until the goddamn morning. Just leave me a note like everybody else.
John, no, this is a medical emergency. A man has been stabbed by the Whistling Man, or... Never mind. He's badly hurt, and he's going to die unless we get someone to him now.
The Whistling Man? What kind of joke is this?
John, we're not kidding. A man is gonna die if we don't help him right now.
Seriously? I haven't been called on for over 10 years. Where's the patient? What's his condition?
He's at 25 Nancy Drive. I think we got his friend to stem the bleeding, but he's gone into shock. He's passed out right now.
You say he was stabbed? Do you know the extent of his injuries?
From what we were told, he has 2 major stab wounds. One to the stomach and one to the leg. The knife is still in his leg, and the stomach wound is open.
Understood. Let me grab a few supplies and I'll head right over. Damned if he dies on my watch.
Thank you, John. We'll let him know you're on your way.
Good luck.
Hello, Casey. Are you there? How are we doing?
Bad. Jason seemed really weak and then just started thrashing.
Uh-oh.
What about now? Is he still thrashing?
He's passed out. Please tell me you found someone to help.
Casey, help is on the way. My colleague will be there soon.
You hear that, Jason? Someone is coming. You're gonna be just fine. Just hold on for me, okay? Just hold on. Come on.
Hello, Casey. John Hedges. I'm here about Jason. Please let me in. I'm guessing that's Jason there. Casey, I'm gonna need your help. Forrest, Peggy, don't need to worry. We've got this from here.
Okay. Forrest, we'll call you back later. I have to go now. Good luck, everyone. God, I hope he's
Que
gonna be
tenso,
alright.
cara. Aí o cara foi rápido, né? Ele teleportou.
The show moves on. We're sending our best wishes to Jason. Well, after all that excitement, I think we could use some music.
Oh. Come back upstairs when you're ready.
Eu vou botar a música. Posso ir? Ianco Oliveira, já deve ter falado sobre esse assunto aqui, mas eu só consegui entrar agora. Alguém consegue me resumir o que rolou no X? Eu não sei. Rolou alguma coisa no Twitter? Eu não tô sabendo. Não tinha mais nada pra pegar lá? Acho que não. Se tinha, agora já foi também. Música.
Play a record, Forrest.
Here comes one of my favorites.
It's getting pretty late. This might be your last break for the night, so try to enjoy it.
Opa!
Give me a buzz when you want to go back on air.
Estamos caminhando pro final do jogo. Estamos caminhando pro final do jogo. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Vou até tomar um golinho d'água. Ele nunca trabalhou tanto, verdade. Vamos lá.
Let's roll.
You got it. We've got another call coming through, too. Time to turn the music off. Oh, we have another call coming in, but hang on.
What's up, Peggy?
Ai, eu espero que ele não venha pra rádio não, pelo amor de Deus.
Peggy?
Ué?
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this. You'll like this next song. I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Cara, se for Pontes Pizza, vai ser...
Hello?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back through.
Leslie!
Sounds like it's been a busy night, huh?
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator, leading the charge from Henderson to come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
I am. I'm driving back with an officer from Henderson now. We got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
It's been non-stop since you left. Please tell us you're bringing help.
You bet! I'm leading a whole goddamn squad towards Gallows Creek as we speak. Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines. They had no idea what was happening.
That's great news! That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the Whistling Man cut them?
I'm guessing so. I don't know how the Whistling Man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the Whistling Man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you come in.
You can count on us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The Whistling Man already called up a few times. I bet she calls again. We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her. Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is. We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
Uh-oh.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go. Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars. Take care now.
We'll see you soon, Leslie.
Agora a gente precisa ganhar tempo, hein?
It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
Vamos voltar ao ar. Espero que você esteja certo. Acho que não vai ser fácil sim.
I hope you're right. The sooner this is over, the better.
I am right. Trust me. Anyway, we should get you back on air. Taking callers is the only way to see this through. Okay, Forrest.
Tô nervosa. Eu tô nervosa. Calma, calma. Eu tenho que agradecer Ring. Obrigado pelo follow. Obrigada.
When you're ready, shut the music off.
Já desliguei.
Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say things are looking up. It's almost over. But for now, let's bring in our next caller. Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Hello, Forrest. This is John Hedges.
Opa! Boa.
I wanted to give you an update on Jason.
John! Is he gonna be okay?
He's a fighter. He'll be fine. We've got him stabilized and resting in a bed. We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Of course, Casey. We're just happy he's okay.
John, Casey, you two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us, whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Is this Forrest?
It is. I hope you're feeling better now.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know. I've got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my leg, but John gave me something to take the edge off. So, I might feel even better than either of you. Oh.
Bem-humorado.
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But, before that, I needed to call you. I'm guessing the Whistling Man is still out there?
Yes, the Whistling Man's still out there. Why do you ask? You know something about the Whistling Man, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Can we talk about what happened earlier?
Go for it.
Casey said when you were attacked, your assailant said something like, "It's not so funny now." Do you know what they meant?
I do. I've heard that voice every day in my head for almost 20 years.
Every day? Does the killer live in Gallows Creek?
No, not exactly.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing.
Eu acho que não é aquela Aurora não, hein? Será que é?
Right back.
Forrest, have you you ever heard of somebody called George Barrow?
The boy who drowned?
Sounds like everything's finally coming out now. It's been tough to hold it all in.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest. And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. For a long time. It was hell. And then the town just moved on. Like he'd never existed.
Who killed George that night?
Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers. We decided to plan a party in the woods and have the Whistling Man crash it. It was stupid. We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend. At the party that night, I left the group for a second. Met our Whistling Man. Pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic. Those screams. That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
Será que essa Aurora é irmã do George, então? Tipo, alguma parente querendo vingança?
I heard her scream.
Her?
Yeah.
Namorada.
George's girl.
Do you remember who she was?
Yeah. He called her Bean. I heard her again tonight, Forrest. Her name was...
What? What happened? Are we still on air?
No, we're not. Seems like the power is completely gone.
How do we get it back on?
I don't, we can use the emergency generators down in the basement. Reggie picked it up a while ago, in case you ever needed to do an emergency broadcast.
An emergency broadcast?
Emergency? You know, nuclear war, alien attack, broadcasting a serial killer's location.
Fair point.
It's in the storage area, in the far back corner, up on the wall. You might have spotted it earlier when you were digging around for all those tapes. It'll have a big red button. Just press that. I'll see you when you're back.
Pera. Luana, obrigado por fazer um hambúrguer feliz. Muito obrigado pelo sub. Pessoa de nick impronunciável, obrigada pelo follow. Que? É pra eu ir aonde? É pra eu ir aonde? No depósito? No depósito. Aonde no depósito? Aonde que é o depósito? É aqui? Era aqui?
Far back corner. Why is this station so big?
Que? Que diabo de botão? Ah, isso aqui?
That must be it.
Boom!
We've got power.
Legal.
The Whistling Man. I need to warn Peggy.
Eu não vou me mexer. Eu não vou me mexer. Eu não quero andar. Eu não quero andar. Não quero andar. Não quero sair daqui. Eu quero ficar aqui. Eu moro aqui agora. Eu moro aqui. Que barulho é esse? Que diabo de barulho é esse? Eu não quero ter jumpscare, cara. Eu não quero ter jumpscare. Eu odeio jumpscare.
What the hell?
Nossa, meu cu tá assim. Não passa um laser, não passa nada, não passa um laser. Kiri, obrigado pelo follow. Ok.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Peggy, where'd you go?
Quê?
No way. This can't be happening.
O que você tá fazendo?
A call.
Você quer falar comigo? E se eu não quiser te atender? Nildo Rock, obrigado pelo follow.
Did Dawn press the Peggy button? Did she want me to hit it on my end?
É, cadê a Peggy?
Where's Peggy, Dawn?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night. Almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet. Got a little time still. So let's make the most of it.
What do you mean? Make the most of it how?
Well...
Huh?
I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one who started it all. Oh, let me take that out of your mouth and...
You crazy bitch!
Ué?
Let me go!
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait.
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago. But even if you crawled out of his coffin with all the money in the world...
Wait, where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here with Teddy.
É a Peggy.
He says where that is. Well, he knows he'll get it.
Wait, then... Who am I looking at?
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Huh?
Your son? You mean you... Wait, that he...
Yes, Forrest. He and I had a son.
So there were two Whistling Men tonight. Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly. And Murphy, he was right, wasn't he? He did fight a man.
He did. I taught my boy to never run away from a fight.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow? That...
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this. There we go.
Marie. Campbell? George's old girl. Oh, well, it sure has been years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
Where are you going with all of this?
Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night. This night. 20 years ago.
Listen to me.
You're gonna talk when I talk to you. And not a moment before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
Why should I help you?
Lembra que a gente precisa ganhar tempo. A gente tem que ganhar tempo. Não era bem isso que eu tava imaginando, mas...
No goddamn idea, Forrest. These people you've been trying to save, they were all in on it. They all knew George was murdered, but...
Murdered? Listen,
O cara não se ajuda, né?
I said you speak when you're spoken to. Now, I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
No.
Are you serious? You want me to interview you?
Am I serious? After everything tonight, you really have to ask me if I'm serious.
Esperou 20 anos pra isso. Esperou o filho crescer pra botar o filho nisso junto. Vingativa, B2D.
I need to drag this out.
Vamos enrolar.
If I can buy Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Just talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
how would I know? It was 20 years ago.
Bate nele, Marino. What the fuck?
Teddy, be honest with me or we're both going to die.
Honest? Forrest, I'm trapped here with a psycho. Ow. What the hell? God damn it. Okay. Our first team party was coming up. And when I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
I understand that kids in Gallows Creek know tonight as Whistling Night. I'm guessing that's what you mean?
Well, we didn't have a name for it then. It was just the night that Mooney went missing. But Whistling Night is what they'd call it later.
Wait. You mean this was the first Whistling Night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George, of course. But George didn't come alone. He brought Marie. About midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
We looked up at the trees and saw Jason there, bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the Whistling Man, screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind.
Wait. Ricky was there? Roller Ricky?
He was. And he was in on the whole thing.
How did you know that Ricky was in on it?
Teddy and Ricky were as close as anybody. I can't believe for a second that Ricky didn't know the plan.
I never told... Damn it!
If Ricky had told us, if he just told us, he and George would both be alive still.
Well, if Ricky weren't dead, we could have heard his side of the story.
It was just a stupid prank.
Bate nele.
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on! Oh, God damn it!
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help just in time.
Oh. Well, shame he didn't have the good sense to die earlier. He's gonna regret that. Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but the Whistling Man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing, telling me it's just a joke.
I can stall for time here. How did you feel in that moment?
I felt like nothing was real. I felt small and confused, and...
Who was under the mask, Marie? Who was the Whistling Man?
It was Chuck. Chuck Brody. Laughing away. But then he stops. And he's looking up. At the top of Whistling Point.
What was he looking at? Teddy, what happened next?
Nothing. I mean...
Cadê a Peggy?
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
How do you know what happened?
I saw it.
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man too, and...
I didn't push him, god damn it! I just chased him up there, and he kept backing up. When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw.
You liar.
It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a joke. If he'd had any brains, he would have realized.
Meu Deus.
Bitch.
Meu
No one's going
Deus.
to believe this. After all you did.
If she's lying, why the cover-up?
My future was at stake, Nash. You know what it's like. People like us are bred for bigger things. I'm going to be the mayor of this town. Or
Acho que não vai, não.
and then governor. And then, who knows? What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake. It was just a stupid joke gone wrong. So my father sent Clive out to clean it up. Why should a blip ruin my future?
George was a blip?
He wasn't a blip, Marie.
His father covered it up from there. I searched for George's body all night, but...
Sandra found him the next morning while out jazz running.
She found him in the river, but she lied about that to protect Teddy.
She said something about her rent going up, unless she... Teddy, did your father own Sandra Sharp's dance studio?
It's Gallows Creek, not Sharp Creek.
I'd answer the question if I were you, Teddy.
Yes.
Cara, mas que merda também, né? Que merda. O cara é um babaca.
Your father was going to run her out of business unless she lied and said she found him in the reservoir instead of the river.
What my father did in his business dealings is nothing to do with me.
The false reports. That's why you killed Sheriff Matthews too, isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but...
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking. That he'd just got himself into trouble. And...
I saw. I'm sorry.
Assim, mas é que ela ainda assim matou um monte de gente, né?
Virginia didn't have much of a
Hoje,
choice.
né?
She had a sick sister
Situação
whose
é...
treatments she couldn't afford. She played along with the gallows to save her sister's life. And her own.
Even still, she should have told the truth. I did my part. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper, but no. That coward killed the story. But Maurice Russell is dead now.
This has to stop, Marie.
Should have started. He shouldn't have pushed my George on the cliff. He should have been punished. It's coming to a stop.
Ok, mas...
At least for now. Here, where George and I first met, before he joined the football team. When right after he shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec.
Por que você tá vindo aqui? 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 O campo de futebol?
You're at the football field.
Jesus Christ! Forrest, you idiot!
Ginásio.
We're in the gym at Gallows Creek High.
I told you not to do that.
Wait.
Oh.
Dead too now, isn't he?
He is. Anyway, I think that about wraps up the interview with Teddy. So.
Primeiro.
Marie? Where? Oh my god.
What?
Peggy!
Teddy!
Como assim?
Peggy. It's been so long since I've seen your face. I worried you wouldn't come. And here I was, thinking you'd forgot me. I'd never forget my own sister.
What?
What the hell? Peggy, what's happening? Why are you even there?
Wanna explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to Jason, I got a call. Do you remember? Well, it was from Dawn. She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died, and that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out
That my sister is the Whistling Man.
Good to see you too, Peggy.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or come with me when we need you on the radio. And I just...
You should have said something. You should have told me.
I know, okay? I should have. But I didn't imagine this situation then, so just... What happened to you, Marie? You just disappeared one day.
Disappeared? I was thrown out, Peggy. I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night, but did they care? No, they told me to stay quiet. They only cared when they learned I'd been with George, and
Marie, I'm so sorry. I never knew.
It's not your fault. Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now. But since they're dead and gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
Next best thing? Do you mean?
Someone has to pay for what they did.
Marie, please.
Que?
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me.
Meu Deus, essa mulher é maluca.
You forgot.
Is there any way I could prove Peggy didn't forget Marie?
Happy birthday, sis.
Marie, Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept it here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great and 8. Love, M.
Henderson police! Freeze! No!
Ih.
Henry! Get out of there!
Peggy!
Ah, mas não vai. Não vai fugir. Não, não vai.
Forrest!
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She's been cut pretty bad, but we're here now.
I'll be okay. God, Marie!
Hey, officer! I need you to look after Peggy. She needs help. Now. We got here just in the nick of time.
Where's Marie?
She bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. It won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
Mas e o filho?
Well, folks, it was a long night, but we made it through together. I'm gonna head off to go check on Peggy. This has been Forrest Nash. And it's been a scream.
Pera, mas acabou assim? Aqui os que a gente... Pô, posso falar? Podia ser pior o saldo. Opa!
One suspect is in custody. Trail the other suspect into the nearby woods.
Oh, vamos prestar atenção nisso. Não tem foto do cachorro, é verdade. Cadê o cachorro? Será que tem como salvar todo mundo? Ah, ele falou o nome do jogo! Será que acabou? Pular o epílogo e os créditos. Não, eu quero o epílogo. Tem? Tem o quê? Tem cachorro? Ah, tá. Tem como salvar todos. Ah, tá. Entendi. Mas podia ter sido muito ruim. Aí, perguntar um negócio pra vocês aqui. Gostaram? Jogo bom, hein? Jogo bom esse aqui, hein? Jogo bom pra caramba esse jogo aqui. Jogão. Gostei bastante. Eu quero saber, pessoal que já viu o jogo, tem coisa de... Ah, pera. Tem coisa pra esperar aqui? No final? Tem? Tá, vou esperar então. Eu tô afastada da TV por causa do som, pra não ficar muito alta a música. Foram 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Olha lá. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pessoas. É.
Bater uma salva de palma aqui pro profissional.
Será que ela se matou? Ela pulou do mesmo lugar que o George, né? Verdade. É verdade. Tem foto do personagem principal, do Red? Não tem. Opa. Eu quero saber, só sobrou ela, né? O filho eles conseguiram pegar, ela que tava fugindo, né? Correndo. Ah lá. Olha. Clap, clap, clap. Jogão. Foi legal, gostei. Bom jogo mesmo. Jogo bom. Jogo bem feito. Jogo formoso. Tudo isso dentro de um lugar só. Eu achei muito legal a narrativa dele.
Muito bom, parabéns, viu, seu cocô?
Chat, a gente vai ficar aqui, tá? Terminamos mais um jogo. Foi ótimo. O jogo é muito bom. Foi ótimo jogar ele com vocês. Acho que foi um bom jeito de a gente fazer a primeira live do ano. Amanhã tem live, tá bom? Eu por enquanto, tô fazendo lives em horários doidos, tá? Talvez eu faça outra hoje, não sei se é possível, ainda não tenho certeza. Mas se eu fizer, vai ser provavelmente em cima da hora, tá? Mas caso não faça, amanhã a gente tem live, eu aviso nas redes sociais, tá bom? E é isso. Obrigado, vocês foram incríveis. Obrigado por me fazerem companhia nesse joguinho, tá bom? Um beijo pra vocês, se cuidem e a gente se vê na próxima live, tá bom? Até mais.